Welcome to The Gorgeous Effect, the podcast that's about to rock your marketing world. I'm Julie Chanel, and with my co-founder, Cathy Olson, we're the masterminds behind Funnel Gorgeous and FG Funnels. We're about to drop some serious tea on how to create funnels that not only look amazing, but actually convert into customers. We'll chat mouth-watering offers, copy, design, and give you an inside look of some of our best and worst funnels. No smoke and mirrors, just real strategies that work from two ladies who have been around the funnel block. So grab your coffee or something stronger, we won't judge, and get ready to unleash the gorgeous effect on your business. It's time to show the world what you've got. Let's do this. Hey everyone, it's Julie and Cathy. We're back with another episode of The Gorgeous Effect. Today, we are going to unpack the double standard that seems to happen with AI, which is that we all love to use it and also weirdly feel guilty, like we're cheating, it's fake and not real. And as consumers, we turn our nose up. So I think we should just go right into the deep end on this because it's a big topic. I think we're all grappling with it to some extent.
Yeah, it's like we love it, but we also love to hate it. Like, which is it? Is it a good guy? Is it a bad guy? Should we feel guilty? Should we feel empowered? Like, are we feeding into our ultimate demise? Yes, probably. But yeah, like how do we feel about it within the context of marketing? Like,
yeah,
because it's almost like I feel like embarrassed when if I get caught out because I've seen people say, oh, if you use an M dash, you got caught, like you got caught cheating. Like, are we cheating?
Oh, we
like,
can tell this was written with AI.
Yeah, like, but I thought we were like, I feel like there's so much like use AI to make your life easier, and we love AI, but then it's also like, but we don't want to be found using AI. Like, why is it this like dirty little mom's helper?
You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of is how we all act around Ozempic. It's the same thing.
100%.
Like we all we all like use it and then we're all like, oh, it's not real unless, like it's the same exact problem.
Not allowed to, you're supposed to do it the real way. Like it's not good unless you're suffering. It's funny because it's interesting to think about that because I heard this podcast one time, The Diaries of a CEO, and they were talking about Ozempic. And he was like, why is it such a stigma? And he's like, I don't know. It's like you're sinning if you do it the easy way. Like you're supposed to suffer in order to lose weight. Like, right. So like that you went through something hard. So like, is it a similar thing? Like it's like, we don't like it because it's easy, or is it because we want human connection?
Yeah. I mean, I think Ozempic is a lot. I think Ozempic is a lot more emotionally charged because of the fat phobic world that we live in. I don't think AI is quite that bad, but I do think there is this sort of weird relationship that we're all having with AI.
Yeah.
And it's showing up in a couple of places. So, we made an AI policy, which basically says, hey, by default, everything we do is probably AI assisted. And we will let you know if something is completely AI generated. Like if we put up a clone of Cathy on YouTube, like, and it's not really her, we'll say it's the Cathy AI, right? But I think that at the root, people want to know that, like, if you're using AI, it's still your thoughts. Like you're not passing off artificial thoughts as your thoughts. Because I think that's where the like guilty fakeness, and then people get all up, get their panties in a twist because they're like, oh, like AI is using copyrighted work and all this kind of stuff. And so I think that's why people feel guilty for using it because they're like, well, is this actually my thought or was this just a robot thought that I parroted as my own?
I like what you said about AI assisted. So it's like AI generated versus AI assisted. So like that's kind of where we're saying we like it if it comes from you, because I mean, who cares? Like honestly, like if Julie will write an email and I'll throw it into like ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, but like it's still your idea and it's still like what you're saying. And I still have to go through and, kind of babysit it a little bit too. And like, sure, it doesn't hallucinate and say anything crazy. But it's like, who cares? Or like the other day I did a story, or I did a series of stories. I am not short-winded in any way, shape or form. So like I do these stories that took me, cause I process verbally. So it takes me, 10 Instagram stories to get my idea out. So then I take that transcript and then I put it into a way that like is way more easy for people to consume in like a post format, right? And so I'm saying the same thing that's like I'm saying, right? But it's like now I'm making it so people can understand it and they don't have to watch, like the long-winded me going on and on and on. So I think it's like to me that doesn't feel inauthentic to who we are as
No.
people, like it's not out of integrity.
Yeah, I decided because a lot of people are asking me questions like how often do you use Chat GPT or whatever, and I'm like I'm in it 5 to 6 hours a day, and they're like, what are you doing? And so maybe I'll ask Trish to put this in the show notes. I'm gonna do a Zoom call, completely free, just like just showing you the back end, but the paradigm shift, right? It's one thing if I think it can feel slimy to the customer if someone is like, I'm not going to connect with you anymore. I'm just going to stick an AI bot in between us so I don't actually have to connect with you. That's going to feel crummy to the customer. And I think that's why we tend to be like, oh, I didn't use AI fully because we don't want to send that message. But the paradigm shift I'm making is imagine it's like I'm literally a two-headed person now, right? It's like AI gave me a second brain. So it's catching my patterns. It's recalling what I said in the past. Like it's it's taking everything that like makes Julie Julie and it's giving me more access to who I am, how I think, the patterns that show up for me. And so it's making it so that I'm actually showing up more, I'm connecting more. Like people feel like, oh, she's got stuff to say, I want to hear it. And so I think that's the difference. It's not making me want to connect with people less. It's just amplifying what's already inside. And I think AI is going to be a lot like money. It just amplifies who you already are. If you're a cool person to hang out with and you're creative and you're smart, you get a lot of money in your pocket, you're going to become more of that to people. If you kind of are lazy and scammy and, want to like take the easy route all the time, like AI is just going to amplify that.
Yeah, I feel like the majority of the time I spend on it is making it more sounding more like me. Right?
Yeah.
So like if it says something, the majority of like the smart things that I've done, it's like I'm trying to build it to train it to talk like me or say words like me. So if anything, I'm actually trying to make it more human and not
Yeah.
less. And I think that's kind of what you're saying is that we can use AI integrity if it is making us more human or our marketing more human and not less. And so like that's the goal is to make more of us, to make us more available. Like we talked about how we're trying to get the team to be more available for more human stuff, to be present more. Like that's the idea, not to like hey, I'm gonna write all this off. I don't want to work anymore. It's like so that we can be there in a more human way instead of acting like robots
Yeah.
ourselves.
Well, because a lot of the tasks that we end up having to do that take us away, so a real tangible example at Funnel Gorgeous is, our chat support team is a small team. They're amazing, but they're in chat all day. And then they're also writing support docs. Well, AI is making support docs worlds easier, right? So then they can spend more time in chat. Now we have AI chat. That's going to make it so that easy questions can be outsourced to an agent that can handle it. And then the tougher questions will be handled by our humans. And then now we're actually offering more onboarding support than we did in the past because we have a little bit more time. And so we don't have to hire someone new to do that. So that's like an example of how AI is creating a better, more connected experience at Funnel Gorgeous versus like making it so that you're not going to talk to humans anymore.
It sounds so weird, and this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but like AI customer service is like my dream because I don't like talking to humans. And this is very millennial of me, and Eric and we're only 6 months apart, but he's all Gen X, and I'm like very millennial with this. But I would rather get on a live chat or an email or whatever any freaking day of the week than have to get on a phone call. But like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to live chat with a human. Like, show me where I will spend so long trying to look through FAQs just so I don't have to bother a human. And this is
Yeah.
really like, it's like super embarrassing, but they're never good. Like, FAQs are never good. They never have what I want. Like, they're always
Right.
like, even with like Amazon, they're like, tell us what you're needing. And I tell them, and it's nope, you don't have what I need. Now I gotta talk to somebody. Like, and then I have
Yeah.
to apologize and say whatever. So like, AI customer service, I'm really looking forward to it because if
Yeah.
it can actually answer my question without having to talk to a human being, I am like so happy. And so
You're
I'm
so
really looking
happy.
forward to this. So I'm not against the customer service side as long as they can actually help me
Yeah, and
quickly
it
get
takes
done.
time, it definitely takes time, but I think the intention matters here, and I think your energy comes through. If you are using AI to help you share your ideas better, to communicate more effectively, to free up workflow so you can be a more creative version of yourself, that is very different energy than, hey, can I turn an agent on and never have to talk to my customers and trick them into thinking it's me and it's not me so I can make money off of them.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, it's just
I,
like anything marketing, right? Like
exactly.
the intent always has mattered. And I think, and we were talking about this with this idea of going live, like we're going to be doing these live webinars and stuff and just like showing up as like humans and
Yeah.
how like rare that's going to become, but also like how cool. Like that, like, okay, cool. If we get our day freed, then we can get up and talk to people and like help them. And like that matters with your intents because the idea is not to not talk to our customers. It's to
Right.
talk to our customers in a more meaningful way that's like more fun and interesting and like more helpful and deepful and deeper connections. So it's like, what are you trading it for? That's actually a good point, right? Like, so if you free up your time, what are you using that time for? I mean, I guess you could say we could do whatever you want, but if you're using that time to like connect with people or just do whatever you
Or be more
deeply want to do.
creative. Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, just be a better version of you, be a more human version of you, and then that way, and then just have like the AI robot stuff do the stuff you didn't want to do anyway. Although I'm
Right.
ready for it to do laundry and like like cleaning my house so I can because I love doing the marketing stuff, but yeah, that's next level. That's next step.
Yeah, someday the robotics has to catch up. So, yeah, I would say for everyone who worries and feels guilty, it's like that paradox. Um, like if you worried that you're an imposter, you're not an imposter because true
Yeah.
imposters don't worry about it. So if you're like worried about like how you're gonna, if you're cheating or if you're not, like then you're not, it's not a problem. It's the people who don't give a flying you know what.
Yeah.
So I think that's the conclusion of this conversation. So go forth and use your second brain, guilt free,
And
because
feel
I
free
think
to talk about it and be open, I think too, right? Like I don't think
yeah,
it's a bad thing to say that things with help from AI, like you can do it in a fun way and just not be like, totally
yeah,
saying nothing about it. I think if you just kind of if you have it with an open hand and you're okay with it, then you're gonna automatically, like, once you're okay with it, everyone else will be okay with it. So I think
yeah,
it's just like a mindset thing of you like having peace with it, knowing why you're doing it, and being open with everyone. And I think that everyone will receive that really well.
true. All right. Awesome, guys. Have a great week. You can check out the show notes if you're listening to this podcast before March 18th. Otherwise, you should have been listening earlier. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Have a great week, you guys. We will see you next week. Bye.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're just getting started with this podcast, and we're so excited to have you on this journey with us. If you found value in today's episode, we'd be over the moon if you'd consider subscribing. It's like a virtual high five that keeps us going. And hey, if you're feeling extra gorgeous, leaving a review would mean the world to us. Your words not only make our day, but it also helps other amazing folks just like you find our show through your review. Lastly, if you know someone who could use a little sales pep talk, why not spread the love? Share this episode and let's grow this gorgeous community together.